Hi, I'm Julie Olin-Ammentorp. I'm very pleased to be here today, and I'd like to thank Meg and Jay for organizing this panel. Today I'm going to give you a quick overview of my book, Edith Wharton, Willa Cather, and the Place of Culture, which was published last fall. Edith Wharton and Willa Cather, who was about a decade younger than Wharton, wrote, as we know, many of the most enduring American fictions of the first half of the 20th century. Yet despite their high status and their popularity, Wharton and Cather have rarely been studied together, largely, I believe, because they are perceived or misperceived as so different. Each is still generally perceived in the terms established by early critics. Wharton as the literary aristocrat who chronicles the lives of the New York City Europe-bound elite, Cather as the chronicler of the lives of the middle and working classes of the American West and Midwest. These thumbnails capture two of the most significant issues that have kept these authors apart. Not class and race, as so often has been true, but class and place, social class and geography. Drawing on Mikhail Bakhtin's concept of the chronotope, literally time-place, and other sources, my study emphasizes the importance of place and the relationship between place and culture in Wharton and Cather. Place as a concept is often overlooked in literary studies, yet it is directly related to a broad range of cultural issues and to wide, even semi-conscious myths about America and Americanness. Place is imbricated in our very concept of Americanness, affecting many issues, as well as the fortunes and reputations of both authors. Indeed, the images of Wharton as East Coast aristocrat and Cather as Western Democrat, with a lowercase d, are well and deeply entrenched in everything from marketing their books to marketing specific products. The French cosmetics manufacturer Lancôme, for instance, named a lipstick in honor of Wharton, while the American beer brewer Dogfish Head has created the My Antonia beer, naming it after one of her most famous novels. There is some legitimacy to this sense of difference, yet associations of class and place have been so pervasive that we have rarely perceived the important connections between Wharton's and Cather's lives and works. As I read and reread the fiction, life writings, and theoretical statements of both, I became increasingly aware of the profound ways in which their lives, works, and ideas intersected. Their statements about the art of fiction, for instance, are nearly identical in many regards, as is their touchstone for literary greatness. The reader should feel that characters are real people. Emphasizing the author's intersection and place challenges and deepens our understanding of both authors. Wharton, for instance, is often thought of as a New York author, but in fact, Willa Cather lived in New York City far longer than Wharton, and in fact she lived there for 40 years, the preponderance of her life. The city is central to the works of both, functioning on a literal and a geographic level, as well as on a mythological one, as a place that represents both the best and the worst of U.S. cultural tendencies in a surprisingly small space. While Wharton is more associated with New York than Cather, Cather is far more associated than Wharton with the American West. Yet the West provides a constant reference point in Wharton's work, playing an increasingly important and even a positive role in her late work in particular. For both, the West represented simultaneously the threat of personal and cultural obliteration and the possibilities of energy and ambition. My emphasis on place made me aware that these supposedly very different authors offered the same criticism of dominant American culture. It was too focused on money-making for its own sake and deficient in appreciation of anything beyond pure profit. Both were ardent Francophiles for a powerful reason. They found in France something that was missing in America, an admiration of beauty, from architecture to public gardens to delicious food. Both incorporated French culture into their work as well as into their homes and their daily lives. Finally, the book offers an examination of the tension between Wharton's and Cather's deep love of travel and their equally deep need for a place that felt profoundly like home. The book offers, I hope, new readings of Wharton and Cather that enrich our understanding of both. Further, it offers a new emphasis on place, which has environmental and political dimensions that are all too pertinent today, as are Wharton's and Cather's hopes and fears for American culture. Thank you.